Hey, hi.
Hi.
We are back.
Oh gosh. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 2. I think we're gonna
Finish it.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Not this episode, but
Yeah, tonight.
But like
This
this
session.
session. This recording session.
This is my favorite part of the game.
Okay.
This next bit.
Okay.
Whoops. So, what do you remember from last time?
Okay.
It was a couple days ago, but what do you remember?
There's some confusing things going on just because there's multiple groups and then leaders of different groups, but they shouldn't be doing the things that they are doing if they are in fact the leader of these groups that hold these certain ideals. Is the big thing for me. So there's the stuff that happened on the oil tanker 6 months ago or 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
2 years ago. Where there was Olga and Grulukovich, and we were playing as Snake, and we found out that there was a Metal Gear Rex on this oil tanker.
Ray. Metal Gear Ray.
Ray.
Rex was in the first game.
Okay, there was a Metal Gear Ray on the oil tanker, but it was set up that way. Terrorists took over it and they were going to deploy it, or I don't know what they were going to do, but they framed Snake and Otacon and labeled them as eco-terrorists.
Yeah.
So that happened. And then Raiden comes in, and he's now working with the colonel whose niece is Meryl. And he's on this basically like this, it's like an ocean cleanup thing.
Yep.
And it's like two honeycombs.
Yep.
And cores in the middle of
it's called the Big Shell.
The Big Shell, right. And terrorists that were formerly part of Dead Cell, which was a brother company to Foxhound.
Yep.
But
similar kind of thing to Foxhound.
Yeah, but it was
they
was
weren't
under
really
the same
related.
umbrella, but because they were owned and started by the same people.
By the government. Yeah.
By the government. And then Dead Cell disbanded and sort of got together and now is like a terrorist
the
group.
Sons of Liberty.
The Sons of Liberty. Now they're the Sons of Liberty. So the Sons of Liberty are led by Solidus Snake.
By Solid Snake, they say it first.
They say it's Solid Snake, but it's really Solidus Snake.
Yep. Who used to be the president.
Right. And Revolver Ocelot with Liquid Snake's arm.
That's right.
So, the president wanted to get in with the Sons of Liberty because he thought he could get the Metal Gear Ray from them and use it as a bargaining...
Not the Metal Gear Ray, the Metal Gear Arsenal.
Sorry, the Arsenal Gear.
Arsenal Gear, yeah.
He wanted to get that in order to join the Patriots, which is the group of 12 white dudes that actually run the government.
Yes, yeah.
Well, 12 dudes. I don't know if they're all white.
They're the 12 dudes are the Wiseman's Committee.
Yeah.
Who are the most powerful members of the Patriots.
Oh, okay. And then, but it's the Patriots that run the government.
Yeah.
Not the actual government.
Yep.
Government.
It's all
stage
show.
And
yep.
Conspiracy theories abound and all that. So the president found out... President Johnson found out that what Ocelot and Solidus Snake wanted was to disable the satellites and stuff. Use the nukes to like free Manhattan because the Patriots use this weird satellite thing in order to control the banking systems in there.
Yeah.
This is like Protocols of the Elders of Zion stuff.
I don't know what that
it
is, but sure.
This is like a Pez dispenser. Protocols of the Elders of Zion is like what anti-Semitism is, but in book form.
Right. Okay.
So it's kind of like...
Okay, sure.
If you're a purveyor of the... Not purveyor, if you are a distributor of the Protocols of the Elders of Zion, I'm going to call you a Pez dispenser.
All right, cool.
Anyway, so yeah, seriously, like, they just like blame the Jews for everything, which sucks and is not true. So, like...
Anyways.
Anyways, but like, there's serious like Pez overtones in this.
Okay, sure.
Like with the Patriots and the 12 wise men.
Sure.
Like,
okay.
12 kingdoms of Israel.
Yeah, sure.
Whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna stop drawing conclusions because that's just sucky.
Yeah, the president.
The president.
He gave us a disc which had a virus on it.
Which apparently had a virus on it. I'm still not convinced that the virus was in there.
Okay.
But and then Ottocan's sister,
Emma. Yeah.
Emma, with the birdie. Oh my god, I'm gonna start crying again. With the she got the disc in and everything like that, but there was something wrong with it. Anyway, but
it stopped at 90%.
Right. But so the president regretted giving Sons of Liberty the information, and he wanted Raiden to kill him so that his
they couldn't enter the confirmation code.
Right. But then Ocelot killed him.
Yeah.
So that is where it's weird for me.
Okay.
Because Ocelot, he should have. I thought he was working for the Sons of Liberty in order to free Manhattan.
Right.
And in order to do that, he would have needed the nuke codes and everything. We also found out that GW is what's housed in Arsenal Gear. Yep. And GW is an AI basically.
Yep.
That controls the dispension of information globally, which is insane.
They're trying to, they want to
control the flow of information.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at for now. Oh yeah, Emma dies.
We are just, so what had just happened is Emma just died.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Rose is getting real, like,
it's a whole thing.
Overly attached girlfriend type of thing.
Yeah.
The Colonel says that he's looking into things. I don't exactly trust him. He keeps telling us to push buttons. Well, we don't have buttons.
We always have.
Yes. I know, but
we
it's
did
still
in the first game too.
I know. It still bothers me.
All right. And then, so what had just happened is, so the virus stopped at 90%. We're not sure if it worked.
Mm-hmm.
Some kind of antibodies, they said. And so...
Oh, yeah, because the AI is kind of based as if it was a neural network.
That's right.
Like a brain. Right. And...
Yeah, and this
virus
vascular
system.
And this virus attacks the neural network in a similar way that Fox Die did. Where its targets like DNA kind of thing, right? So it's going to target.
Which is why Liquid Snake was supposed to die, because he was the president and I don't know what happened.
Liquid Snake.
Solidus Snake. Sorry, Solidus Snake. When he was the president, he was supposed to die after it because they had given him Fox Die.
No.
And he was supposed to have a gentle exit.
Right. Yes.
A graceful exit after his term was finished.
That whole thing. Yeah. But he
didn't die.
But also he was doing things that the Patriots didn't like.
Right. And so they
as the development of Metal Gear Ray.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Anyway, so we were about to board Arsenal Gear when Snake said, "You can come out now." And the cyborg ninja comes down and reveals herself to be Olga.
Right.
And electroshocks Raiden, and he's passed out.
Right.
And Snake and Olga.
Solid Snake and Olga.
Yeah, go on to Arsenal Gear, and Arsenal Gear is now taken.
Otacon.
Otacon left to get the hostages.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Get on the helicopter. Okay, so now I'm just like,
yeah,
what is going on?
Yeah, so Raiden has passed out.
I think they're trying to rescue him from something that he doesn't know.
Okay.
But that's just my current theory. Okay.
I've checked everything, including the genome data, but there's nothing on this guy.
Snake?
No, that's Ocelot talking.
He doesn't exist in any database. He's
referring to Raiden.
From a non-existent organization.
I suspected as much. However,
this is Solidus.
Wake him up.
That was Solidus talking in Ocelot, referring to Raiden.
Okay.
Because Olga works for Ocelot and Solidus, right? They don't know that she's working with Snake.
Jack the Ripper.
You know this fellow?
I can look around.
You remember me, don't you? You've grown. High concentration of cerebral implants. Have they altered your memory, too?
And the button. This feels familiar.
Oh, yeah, the torture sequence
Yeah.
from MGS1. And he's got the eye patch because his eye got taken out.
That's right. He's starting to look a lot like...
Oh,
This is
hello.
my son.
What?
I taught him everything.
What?
Jack,
Oh, hello.
I never thought I'd see you again.
You know me?
Solidus is
remember.
Jack's dad?
Your name, your skills. Everything you know, you learn from me.
Big Boss also had an eye patch just like that.
The 80s. A civil war. You were one of the best among the child soldiers that fought in that conflict.
That's disturbing.
When you were barely 10 years old,
Where was
you
this?
became the platoon leader of the small boy unit. At the time, your outstanding kill record earned you several nicknames, including White Devil and Jack the Ripper. Jack, I was your godfather. I
Oh.
named you. When the war ended, you disappeared from the relief center. I wondered what happened to you. I should have known they would recruit you.
Civil War in...
One of the African countries, I think. A country in Africa.
Oh.
It's an interesting coincidence.
If he's a lackey for the Patriots, I doubt he knows anything of interest.
What should we do with him?
We'll use him like you suggested.
What about Dead Cell?
Ignore them.
Liquid's taken over.
Happening again?
Could it be that he's here too?
Like the scar from Harry
In another
Potter.
hour, we
When
demonstrate
No.
the
Voldemort's
power of
close, the
Arsenal
scar
gear.
burns.
Oh,
Attack with
yes.
standard
I
weapons,
guess.
of course.
Yes, proceed as planned.
At last report, all is well with GW.
How about the troops?
The men are being refitted with arsenal gear equipment as ordered. You're the spitting image of Big Boss.
Yep, it's the eye patch.
Is that so? Perhaps I should be grateful to this kid for that.
Yeah. Like I said, Big Boss had an eye patch.
Oh boy, that was really close. I'd have to...
This situation, I find it very nostalgic. Where am I? Why, inside Arsenal gear, of course. Actually, we're also inside the
Strategic
Shadow
framing.
Moses.
I'm okay with it.
Figured you might.
I'll take this back. You don't need this anymore, do you?
The virus, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of close calls here.
Foul wind is blowing. We shall speak again.
Don't move. Stay as you are. We're being monitored by a camera.
What are you up to?
I'm switching over to nanocommunication.
Great.
This is really weird.
Mr. X? Ninja?
Correct. It's me.
I thought you were the leader of the Russian troops.
No, that was just a smokescreen.
A smokescreen?
I was
Smokescreen.
sent to provide you support.
Support? Who sent you? The Colonel?
No, the Patriots.
What?
I deceived my troops, betrayed them.
But why?
My child is being held hostage by the Patriots.
Remember she was pregnant
It
during the
all
tanker incident?
Oh, when I lost my father, during the tanker incident.
Did not.
My
Oh
men
yeah,
had
I
nowhere
remember
to
that
go,
now.
So we joined forces with an illegal Russian organization.
The Russian mafia?
Something like that.
No, that's Sons of Liberty,
I
right?
learned much later
No.
that it was a subordinate organization of the
right.
Patriots. I was expecting at the time. When I gave birth to my child, it turned out I was in a hospital run by the Patriots. In the morning, my child was gone.
My
My baby was
God.
being kept somewhere in this country.
Have you ever met your child?
No. Once a month, they send me a photo of my child via network. I've never even held the child in my own arms.
I see. Given your situation, nobody can blame you for what you did.
That's your opinion.
What about Snake? I thought you were enemies.
He wasn't responsible for my father's death. Actually, we owe him our lives.
Right, because it was Ocelot that killed
2 years
Rogovich,
ago,
right?
That's
they were
right.
responsible for getting us out of the sinking tanker alive.
So you were partners since the incident?
No, I only found out the truth shortly before this.
Huh?
When I confronted him here.
You fought with Snake? When?
Well, it was around the time you were holding hands with that girl.
Snake.
When you shot him, he fell asleep.
That's right.
Oh,
With the
jeez.
tranquilizer.
So you joined hands with him to pay back a debt.
No, mutual gain.
Mutual gain.
My job was to assist you. If Solidus gets away with Arsenal, your mission is a failure. The Patriots would judge that as failure on my part and terminate my child. Putting it simply, my child's life depends on your success.
So you did it
Stakes
all
are
for your
raised a little
child.
bit here.
But why would the Patriots want to help me? Are they hoping I'll take Solidus out?
No, you're just like me. We're just pawns.
Pawns for what purpose?
The S3 plan.
Huh?
You'll
What?
figure it out sooner or later, but I wonder if you'll handle the truth.
What do you mean?
Listen,
E?
we haven't got time for this.
Well, the three
Solidus will
snakes,
commence
maybe?
his attack any minute.
Solidus,
He's
liquid,
got
and
to be
solid?
stopped.
What about the virus?
No results so far. I think the Patriots have tampered with the program.
Will it work?
I don't know.
Get me out of this thing.
Not yet. I'll release your restraints after I leave this room.
Where's my gear?
Snake's got everything. I couldn't bring
It was
it
all
all.
made of metal.
And where do I
It was
find
metal
Snake?
gear.
Oh God.
It was the metal hat, like
The
Mario
passageway
64.
ahead leads to a hangar. He'll be waiting there. I gave him a card key for the hangar.
Does Snake plan to destroy Arsenal gear?
No, even for Snake, it's impossible to completely destroy this thing. The only option is to stop Solidus and his men.
What are you going to do?
All the
Stay
rays are
concealed.
in.
Mm-hmm.
That's my role. I still can't afford to be discovered.
Olga, you can't keep this up. They're bound to find you.
Listen, I'll free you in a little while. Brace yourself.
Ow.
Yeah.
Needs to keep the facade up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. What was that clicking sound?
Like trying to break free.
Oh. Okay.
Getting a phone call.
So yeah, they were trying to help him.
Jack, are you all right?
Oh, yeah.
Jack, is it true?
Oh, God.
What Solidus said?
Yes.
It's unbelievable. Drafting small children, sending them to war? It's not allowed under international conventions.
Yeah, no duh.
ICC rules don't mean a lot in war. Someone told me that there are over 300,000 children in combat right now. I was
Yeah.
just one of them.
So you remember. I thought your memory had been manipulated by them.
It was. But I have nightmares every day. Pieces of the past I can't put
Oh,
together.
and that's why he...
Why didn't you tell me?
You couldn't begin to understand.
You wouldn't know that until you try me.
Rose just...
I didn't want you to get hurt. There was never a real reason for me to fight, except that someone put a gun in my hand. And that someone was him.
Solidus,
It
I
wasn't
mean?
your
Yeah.
fault.
If I survived the day's fight, I was praised, fed, and had a bed to sleep in. I think I was only 6 when I held my first AK. But I'm not even sure of that.
Jack.
I'm not like Snake. I never questioned why we fought. There was no purpose, no way out. They give you a gun, you ask how many to kill. If you didn't, you were the one they shot instead.
It's okay. No one is blaming you.
This
We
happened.
were shown Hollywood action films every day. The kind with macho guys and big guns. They call it image training.
Ugh.
They built us from the ground up into killing machines. We were fed once a day. I can still taste the gunpowder they mixed into the food.
Gunpowder? In the food?
The gunpowder had toluene in it, giving it hallucinogenic properties. It kept us drugged, controllable.
Oh my god!
Why doesn't want to talk about his past?
Those of us who survived were taken in by NGOs. They gave me a new life in the States. I can't complain. But nothing's changed. The only people who have no problem with my past have secrets and agendas of their own. Terrible nightmares. Every night. I can never forget.
Jack.
I'm afraid of the night. That's why I don't sleep next to you.
You should have told me.
You should have just
Told you
left
what?
alone.
That I'm a killer? And always have been?
No. No.
What I hate more than anything else in the world is my own past.
Music.
I didn't
Yeah.
want you or anyone to
So
know about
melodramatic.
it. Now I know why I was chosen for this mission. No one can take him on, take him down, except me.
Need to fight Joseph
I've been
Kony.
alive this long for this. I knew as soon as I saw Solidus.
Yeah.
Jack, I love you the way you are now. You have to believe me. I didn't know anything about you, I admit that. Where you were born, how you grew up. But I know that now. And I know that what I feel for you can only get better. And I'll share in your past if that's the price.
What does this add
It doesn't work that way.
to
No
the
one can share
story?
the burden of what I've done.
A love story.
But
one of
it's
those
not a good one.
things couples share.
It's.
I accept the good
They're
and
building up to
bad,
the sex
Jack.
scene.
That's
You
what
didn't tell me
do
there's a
for
sex
someone
scene.
you love.
There isn't.
Like,
Spoiler.
we couldn't put this on YouTube if there was.
I just want to forget about it.
Jack, I haven't told you, about what I've done.
The last 2 years with you, it's been more than I've ever hoped for.
Aw.
2 years since the oil.
But I can't go
Fingers.
any farther.
That's interesting.
I know you want to get married,
I
but I can't. I can't risk starting a family. There's no way to erase my childhood.
It's all right, Jack. Please, don't say any more.
God, that's over with. Whoop. Oh,
Oh.
hello. I mean, whoop.
All right, so now we're in control.
And we're naked. Whoa! Gotta be careful about those,
Yeah, he's a Ken doll.
yeah, pretty
Alright.
much. Yikes.
Okay, so
And demonetizing happening in 3,
Yeah.
2. Can I just, that kind of looks like yours, though.
is it?
Okay.
Okay, there's the node.
Yours is cute.
I don't have the same muscles he does. Whoops. Yeah, we want blood on.
Blood on.
There we go. Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Dejunum.
Of Arsenal. Oh, okay. And a phone call.
From Snake. No, from Colonel.
Do you copy? You must continue your mission.
Oh
I've lost
no.
all my gear. I need to locate Snake.
He was never factored into the simulation. Leave him out of this.
I can't do much naked, especially in this temperature.
That's true. You won't be able to attack or enter the hanging mode either.
I think Snake
Really
has my
fuzzy.
gear.
Raiden, take out
Could be,
Solidus and his men. You must
interference with
recover
Arsenal gear.
intact.
Colonel, are you under orders from the Patriots?
Your role, that is mission, is to infiltrate the structure and disarm the terrorists.
My role? Why do you keep saying that?
Why not? This is a type of role-playing game.
See?
The point is that you play out your part, and I expect you to turn in a perfect performance.
You just
Colonel, I just
write out,
remembered
just
something.
like, this is a role-playing game.
I've never met you in person. Not once.
What?
Complete your mission according to the simulation.
Colonel, who are you?
No more questions. We have Rosemary.
What do you mean by that?
Over and out.
So now they're holding on to his girlfriend?
I guess so. Well, these guys look a little more threatening than the ones before.
Yeah, and what are the hexes that he's walking on?
It's just the... I think it's just a little light thing that happens. Come any closer.
The light thing that
Arsenal
happens?
gear is kind of a weird place.
Okay.
There's a stair.
Mm-hmm. Are we in a simulation?
Oh, jeez. Oh.
Hello, Colonel. We've never actually met in person before.
Raiden, turn the game console off right now.
What did you say?
The mission is a failure. Cut the power right now.
What's wrong with you?
Don't worry. It's a game. It's a game just like usual.
You'll ruin your eyes playing so close to the TV.
What are you talking about?
Raiden, something happened to me last Thursday when I was driving home. I had a couple of miles to go. I looked up and saw a glowing orange object in the sky to the east.
The
It was
sun?
moving very irregularly. Suddenly, there was intense light all around me. And when I came to, I was home. What do you think happened to me?
Huh?
Fine. Forget it.
What the fuck? What? Sorry, I don't want to swear.
Infiltrate the enemy fortress. Outer heaven. Destroy the final weapon. Metal Gear.
That's the first game. Like Metal Gear 1 on the old MSX.
Is the Colonel actually a robot?
Things are getting good!
What? I'm really confused. This is a simulation. This is all just a simulation, isn't it? Like, you've done VR training and stuff like that. Now they've, like, wiped your memory and stuck you in yet another VR thing. And you're really just in, like, a pod, like they have an avatar. Something like
we'll
that.
see what happens. Oh, we're getting another call.
Even my
The music is cool.
patience has its limits. I just can't leave this thing up to you any longer. I'll do the fighting. You can just go home.
What? No.
Oh. I think I have to go over this. Oh, crap.
How do you go home from here?
Yeah, it's true.
Like, if I could go home, that would be great. I mean, if it's cold in there, dude, you don't need to cover up. It's probably already receded all the way inside your body anyway.
I can't remember exactly. Oh, getting a call. Good place to pause it there.
Okay.
I think the Colonel's losing it.
He's glitching out. Colonel's over. I knew it.
Huh?
All those times that he's pointed to our, like, told us to do press buttons and like use the action button, and while you're this equipped you won't be able to do this and all that kind of stuff. It doesn't work in real world stuff.
Oh no. He's found me. Okay, we need to run away.
Can you...
We need to run away.
Oh, okay.
Ow.
You slip. Whoop! A little busy.
Variety level 13. Rescue Meryl. The return of Shinola.
That's like one of the VR missions in Metal Gear Solid 1.
Okay.
I think.
VR missions.
In Metal Gear Solid 1, there's like an extra disc of like
Extra missions that
Yeah.
you could do? Ooh, boy. Oh. I don't think
Okay,
you're
I
gonna
died.
make it.
All right, let's try that again.
No.
But yeah, things are getting a little weird.
Jack, please answer me. Jack!
What the hell is happening?
Oh, another phone call. I think maybe we got this one.
Honestly, though, you have played the game for a long time. Don't you have anything else to do with your time?
Why is he all like times?
I would chalk that up to maybe some radio interference or something. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it looks like they're like the ground that they're walking on or whatever. Like it looks like you're in a simulation now. Or... Were you always in a simulation?
My patience.
Okay, we saw this one.
Or did they just or because they knocked you out and shocked you and stuff, are you like dying and this is what
Oh, I got
your
a box.
brain is doing?
I forgot about this box.
Box?
What's one of these again?
Oh.
There's a Metal Gear Ray right to our left.
Oh, hey there. Hey, Ray. How's it going,
Oh, geez,
baby?
there's a dude there.
Box.
Actually, there is something I have been meaning to tell you, but I just couldn't. I think you should know, though. On Saturday morning last week, I saw a guy leaving Rosemary's room. How should I put it? It was like they were intimate.
What were you doing in Rosemary's room?
Sorry to bring this up during the mission, but
So, I need to go across the bridge.
There's a camera. B-box.
Yeah, just a little box here. Let's see here. Yep, nothing to see here.
The music is weird too.
It
I like
is,
the
yeah.
music, but
Yeah.
I like the. Yeah, it kind of does.
Yeah.
Pretty neat.
Oh.
Colonel?
infiltrate.
What do you mean we got that one?
Oh,
Like
we've
this-
seen that.
Okay.
We've seen that phone call before.
Oh yeah. Okay. Do different ones like activate in different parts of the game, or it...
I think I need to go that way. But I think there's a guy up in the top right corner. Yeah, there is. I think that's where we need to go.
Okay.
Good. Okay, alright, we'll answer this phone call.
Think about patience, probably, because you've been standing still for a while.
Yeah, maybe. I think this is the, that's the list of stops on a, on like a bullet train that, Kojima used to take.
Oh, jeez.
We're gonna wait for this guy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that box wasn't there before.
It's fine, it's just a box.
Oh, it's just the upper floor guys that have... Oh no, the bottom floor guy has the hexes too.
Yeah. Sure is weird.
Well, it sure is weird.
Look at the legs.
Mm-hmm. Skinny chicken legs.
Yeah.
Just like yours.
Oh, getting another call.
An anemone or
What?
clematis plant's juice can cause a rash. When pruning them,
Colonel.
it's a good idea to
Over here. We're this way. This is what happens when you have dementia.
Yeah, true. Alright, we made it. Okay, so we're gonna go in this room.
Okay.
Next time.
Next time?
Yes. We're in the weeds here. Oh god. Okay, we're okay. We're in the weeds. We're gonna keep going.
Okay.
We'll see you next time.
Next time.